One team just got a massive amount of developer updates. I also have some insider information from the community managers. We have some brand new scenario information, as well as a dev apology letter. Additionally, a warning to the community, as well as a whole bunch more. What's up, world? It should be back in the end of the video. Today we're checking out all things Once Human. Okay, so jumping right into it, we'll get into the developer updates, as well as that with the Way of Winter. Then I'll go over the insider information to clarify anything else. So jumping over, we do have that apology letter here, where they say they are sorry for any inconvenience caused by the recent lag issue many of you have been experiencing. Your gameplay experience is their top priority now that they're fully committed to resolving these issues. Although I will say Recent is doing a lot of the legwork here, as this lag has been happening since the original game release. This happened on the original PvP servers with the PvP wars, where those essentially were guildies versing each other. So even back then, the lag was still happening on both PvP and PvE servers. It also was the case on the Prime Wars, which were also really bad. And then now again with these new PvP servers, we've had some pretty bad lag. So with the recent quote-unquote thing here, I'm really not sure with that, as the lag has been present even since the closed beta. Again, really hoping they fix it, really hoping they adjust it, but overall they are apologizing for it. They said here's their current plan and progress. On October 11th, they released the first round of server performance optimizations, although we are still seeing lag after that. On October 17th, they're going to implement that second round of server performance optimizations, and I do believe that's also going to be that Steam fix. However, not too sure if that's causing the ping issues or the latency issues for everybody, which they did both mention in the dev talk as well as the private meeting they had with creators, that essentially Steam was having a packet issue, that there was a corrupted packet in there, and they're going to have a packet manager or fixer repair. But again, that could just be with the Steam client. I play through the loading bay and I still do have lag and latency issues, so I know it can't be just that itself, although maybe that's encountering for everybody or everybody's encountering it because of that issue. We'll have to wait and see, but again, they do plan on bringing that new server optimization stuff on October 17th. Step 3 is ongoing optimization phase, as well as following 2 rounds of optimizations in October. They expect to resolve some of the lag issues. However, due to the complexity of the issue, their development team is still working tirelessly to address them fully. They're asking for a bit more time there while they release further lag optimizations as soon as they're ready. I will say with all this, people complained about lag issues in New World, but people were able to battle each other 50v50. As of right now, Once Human can barely handle 20 players at once, and even so, sometimes 15, it will still lag. They have a lot of work ahead with that, so I really do hope they get this fixed sooner than later. As I do know, and we've seen Steam numbers drop, however, nowhere near the first Ascendant drop in player count, as this has way more endgame content and just way more content in general than that game. But the lag issue is definitely turning people off, so I really do hope they get this fixed sooner than later. To express their gratitude and patience and support, they're going to be issuing a few things here. First up, they're going to give you 1,000 Star Crown, that's to everybody. They're going to be dishing out 150 Mitsuko marks, 200 Stardust ore, 30 gunpowder, and a can of seafood oil. I think most people obviously just want the Mitsuko mark and the Star Crown. In addition, on October 17th, they are launching that brand new PvE scenario. All metas can redeem that on the server exit card for just 1 Mitsuko mark in the season shop to join the new scenario right away. So you get 150, you only need 1 to redeem. It's really cheap, but you will be put on that 60-day cooldown timer, as we talked about in my previous video. However, if you did join the PvP servers on day 1 and you joined one of those day 1 servers, you will actually be in phase 4, and so you shouldn't have to spend any Mitsuko marks and you will not be on that 60-day timer. They've made several optimizations specific to this scenario, which again they say reduces lag issues. They've encouraged you to experience this new content, and the ongoing optimizations to ensure smooth gameplay remains their top priority. Moving on though with the Way of Winter, and speaking of that new scenario, we have had the new map showcased as well as a few other things there. Now some people have noted, as you can see here, the map does look significantly smaller than some of the regions we've had before. However, it's been pointed out that it is jam-packed with content, especially those that have had early access to this new scenario. I also like it a little bit smaller. I think it's going to help bring people together, and you're going to see more players out and about, and the world will feel much more alive, and the quality of content seems to be increasing there. It also is a brand new map. It's a lot of content for an MMO right away. The fact they even created a new map this quickly is a lot to show there. They do also mention in this tweet here that there is a spectacle collaboration and an exciting new gameplay feature coming to the PvE scenario. They've went over this already, but it is the thermal towers. I've talked about this already, but in this scenario, you and your friends will need to work together to build the Spectacle Thermal Tower to survive the extreme weather conditions. Also with the Way of Winter, we have been given, or at least some of the creators have been given, some insider information from the community managers. This one specifically comes from Aqua, who is over on the creator Discord, or the private section of it. He answered a few questions here, like how many servers per region will there be for the Way of Winter. Now the first one here, he doesn't have an answer for it, but he will get it by the end of the day. Now it is a bit late in the day for me, so I want to get this video out, but I will put a pinned comment down below when he does have that answer. Again, we aren't for sure on that just yet. However, he has a next question here where he says what difficulties will come with the Way of Winter, novice, etc. The scenario doesn't have any different difficulties. There's only being one set difficulty. They did go over this in the dev talks, I believe, as well as that private meeting. Although I believe they only said that there wasn't going to be a hard mode, but now we do have the confirmation that there will not be any novice mode. There's only going to be the normal mode. Last up here, he does mention if you are able to jump into a new scenario straight away regardless of the phase. Again, he does say yes, players will get something called an exit card, so you'll be able to join the new scenario regardless of what phase you are currently in. As I've gone over this previously though, that is probably going to put you on a 60-day cooldown timer. Now maybe they do let this one slide and you're free of a cooldown timer for the first time, but just beware, you will only be able to, or more than likely will only be able to use this exit card every 60 days. And as of right now, it will only cost 1 Mitsuko mark, which is insanely cheap. If there are any more questions answered, I'll be sure to cover them in a new video or even a pinned comment down below. Also with the new scenario, we do have a brand new event. This is the Team Up to Survive event, where you can get Starcrom and Avatar and so on. Now there is a link here to participate. I'm going to go over some of the details there. And actually pretty cool here, if you are a Loading Bay or Epic Game user, you can find the event page and participate in the event from within the game. You can do this by hitting F3 or going through the menu, selecting events and events again, and click on the Team Up rewards. You could then press F to team up. However, if you are a Steam user, there is also a link here to participate. By going to this page, you can pre-register, and those who do pre-register before this scenario on October 17th will receive some food here, as well as an Avatar Mother of Life. Now again, this is just like the last scenario. There is 5 people here that you can put on your team. We did have a note during the private meeting that team sizes might be increasing. We saw that hive sizes are going to be increasing. I do believe this says the notion that the team size is going to be increasing to 5. So yeah, it is just by 1 right now, but that is pretty cool. Now that is just pure speculation, but because the last event did have 4 for the team that you could set up, or 3 including yourself, this one having 5 including yourself, that's my assumption there that it's going to jump up to 5. Now if you do get all 5 players, there is a big pack here. Does look like you're also going to get a Nutcracker, which could be a special one there, or one with a decent skin. Now there's also some more rewards here, like the Mitsuko marks. There's actually a ton of Mitsuko marks and a decent amount of Starcrom, as well as some food here to kind of help you out, adrenaline shots, and even some barreled fuel. Definitely going to give you a head start with the new scenario. I'm going to leave a link down below to my team so that you can join if you want, and hopefully those who sign up for my team actually do claim some of this stuff or can at least help achieve that. But if you need a team, and like I kind of do anyways, if you want to join up, I'll leave this link down below so you can join my team. Obviously, first come, first serve there. Jumping over, we do have that new fair warning. We've had a lot of new players get banned. In fact, this list has over 200 players. There's also a new report section for vehicles, as they do outline an overview here. And I'm sure as the weeks do continue on, we're going to see a lot more bans, especially with the PvP stuff, but they are proactive on that. We also have another warning here, or at least a PSA update. Now this is with the September Twitch drops, so there is a fixed announcement here. These again were impacted for the weekly events starting on September 2nd and all the way to the 3rd event till the 22nd of September. They do apologize for the inconvenience there, but they will send the event rewards to you via in-game mail before October 31st. There was a few things here like a 3-day meta pass trial voucher, some Stardust, Acid, and even the Butterfly Emissary crate. Now to receive these rewards, you will need to go to the Twitch Drops event page and relink your character and your Twitch account again, and then log into the game once before the 22nd of October. Again, if you ever don't get rewards for in-game or the events, you kind of do need to relink your character, as they've had some issues there with servers. Essentially, when you join a new scenario or a new server, it gets kind of messed up there. So they do need you to relink, or at least they've had before, had you relink your character. So once you do that before the 22nd of October, you should receive those rewards. Overall, it should about cover for today's video. If you like and subscribe, and until the next one. Deuces!